Hello everyone, and we're going to be watching My Little Brother Got My Sister Pregnant. Right, that looks fun and interesting, so let's do it.
Hi, I'm Amanda, and I'm freaking out. My little brother got my sister pregnant.
Ooh.
I really don't know what to do. So David, my baby brother, is known for making a mess wherever he goes. He's not a bad kid, but he's pretty mischievous, and he gets bored, so easily. You can never take your eyes off of him because he'll get himself in a world of trouble. So a few months back, my mom had to run some errands, and she asked me to look after my brother. I immediately refused, but she was in a hurry and in no mood for arguing, so...
Am I the only one thinking that her younger brother can get her pregnant too? Like, she said her baby brother. How can he get anyone pregnant?
She told me it wasn't a request and left. I just rolled my eyes and told David to sit down by my side and watch TV. Then I began chatting with my friends on my phone. And when I looked around, he wasn't there anymore.
Uh-oh.
I immediately freaked out because I knew my mom would blame whatever mess he made on me. I didn't want to get grounded since I had a big party coming up anyway. My family is great, but we can be a bit dysfunctional, and Dad works so many hours a day, and that also puts a lot of pressure on Mom, and she needs to take care of the house and of us. And I already told you, David is a handful. I'm the middle kid and have an older sister who works a part-time job and goes to college. She has a boyfriend who's kind of a loser, but Mom thinks she'll dump him soon enough. Or at least she would have. Now that she's pregnant, they're talking about getting married. I don't want him to be my brother-in-law, though.
Oh no.
Anyways, I began searching for David.
So she got pregnant, and they just straight up called him a loser. That they don't want him to be in the family and stuff, right? That's insane.
I couldn't find him anywhere. I went outside to the backyard. He wasn't there. Wasn't in his room or my parents' room. He wasn't in the kitchen. That was a relief since it meant that he wasn't making a massive mess trying to grab a snack or something. Still, I was starting to freak out because I simply didn't know where he was, and for David, being quiet is always a bad sign. I began asking myself if he could have left the house. Maybe he opened the front door quietly and stepped outside. If he got hurt, I would never forgive myself. I looked out the window but didn't see him standing around.
He's in there with your sister.
I wonder if I should go outside and ask the neighbors if they saw him. That's when I heard a noise upstairs. Suddenly, I realized that I didn't think to look in my older sister's bedroom. Sally always keeps her door locked, and she's always alone in there. I figured he couldn't have gone inside if he wanted to. Turns out, that was the one day Sally forgot to lock her door. And it seemed like it was going to turn out to be a mistake with serious consequences. I immediately rushed upstairs, ready to drag David out of Sally's bedroom. If he had found her makeup bag and began playing with it, I was dead. My mom would either scold me, or my sister would be super angry at me. I would be dead, but I'd be forced to pay for the damage with my allowance. When I stormed into Sally's room, I sighed in relief when I didn't see her makeup.
Okay. She still gets an allowance. Now I'm wondering where my allowance is at. Am I the one thinking I should get an allowance? Or y'all?
Broken all around the floor, but I was in for a big surprise. Somehow, David found Sally's protection. Some adults call them condoms. It was all hidden away in a box with other stuff that wasn't meant for a kid. I don't know how he found it. It's like he discovers the hiding place for everything. And David thought that they were candles or something like that and asked me to open them for him. I immediately scolded him and got them back in the box. Those are Sally's, and it wasn't something you could eat, obviously, I told him. I was so frustrated and worried that he'd get me in trouble that I didn't even think he might have damaged them. I just made him put them back away and rushed outside Sally's room. If no one knew we had been there, Mom wouldn't get mad at me. Nothing was broken, so it was fine. So I thought. Apparently, David had managed to make a few holes in them. I didn't stop to think that he could have done something like that. I closed the door behind us, and when Mom returned, we both lied. We said we'd been in the living room all morning long. David didn't want to get in trouble either. He'd just been given back his truck toy. He didn't want to be grounded again and lose it for another month. I thought that was the last I'd hear of Sally's
so sweet.
protection. 2 months later, though, I heard her screaming in the bathroom. I rushed to her thinking that she'd gotten hurt. Instead, she was holding a pregnancy test in her hand and asking how it was possible. She didn't usually discuss personal issues with me, but she was just too upset. She told me she always wore protection and that it was impossible for her to have gotten pregnant. Right then and there, I knew exactly how it had happened. David had done something to those condoms, and now the consequences were big and real. Sally was pregnant, and she was absolutely freaking out about it. Now, I don't know what to do about this whole mess. I don't dare admit it to my mom, or my dad, or my sister, that this is partially my fault. My little brother was under my care, and I should have been watching him. David doesn't understand what he did wrong, and I don't want to mess up my entire family. Maybe it's just best to keep quiet and pretend I don't know what happened.
Dang.
Thanks for watching.
Dang. So, that was a little interesting. Tell me what y'all think. Did y'all have a little brother that done this, or older brother, maybe younger sister? Comment down below if y'all want to see more. Alright, and bye.